Are we on week 3 here, folks? Week 3 of the Fanboy podcast.
Week 3, we made it.
Yeah, you got me. I'm Najee. It's my man Terrell.
Hello.
To all our 7 listeners, you said we had, or
there was 11.
11.
SoundCloud. Yes.
On SoundCloud. Oh snap!
Listen to the Fanboy Lair at SoundCloud. Okay, go there and listen to the Fanboy Lair podcast. SoundCloud.
There you go. You got all the.
I got all the plugs. Also, a YouTube plug. You can find us on YouTube as well.
There you go.
You can also find us at thefanboylair.wordpress.com. Starting off super early.
There you go.
With the plugs.
All right.
We'll hit them again. Don't worry.
So we got a couple announcements from Marvel this past week with just the Runaways, and they announced
Cloak and Dagger.
Cloak and Dagger. Yes. I'm actually excited about Cloak and Dagger.
Well, good. Maybe you can tell me a little bit about Cloak and Dagger. I know nothing about either.
I just like because it's very progressive. You got a black dude. Look at that. It's an interracial
relationship. That's what you like about it. Huh?
And they're not even steering away from it. They're going straight into the fire with that.
Grabbing the bull by the horns, they are.
Exactly. Especially in Trump's America. If we could look.
Man, I don't know. That show might not come.
No, it's on Freeform, dog. Disney. That's Disney money.
Not bad.
That's Disney money. Trump ain't stopping Disney money. That mouse train keeps rolling. But yeah, I mean, other than the couple episodes I saw him on Ultimate Marvel, was it Ultimate Spider-Man?
Yeah.
On the Disney XD. I don't know too much about him.
Nah, I know one has a cloak and the other has a dagger, right? No?
I wish I had a sound drop for crickets. That'd be coming next week.
Cloak has a cloak, right? He's like it's like a portal, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm not crazy, right?
But yeah. All right.
Thank you.
You got that one. So we got some libations this week. We got some whiskey. Jim Beam Devil's Cut.
That's why I sound so happy. I've already finished the glass and I'm tipsy.
But you mixed yours.
Doesn't matter. Remember I said I poured too much in there?
But you... All right.
Oh, yeah, you act like when you mix it, it's like, oh, well, since he mixed the Pepsi and the Jim Beam, that we're going to take off some of the alcohol. No, it doesn't work like that. You still consume the same amount of alcohol. Sorry, buddy. That's how that works. It's just, you dilute the taste, not the amount of alcohol that you put in it.
All right. So, got the Cloak and Dagger. Also, they announced Runaways on Hulu.
I have no idea who the Runaways are.
I have, I think, one issue.
One issue.
Yeah, just one.
It's not even number 1. It's probably like 52.
It's the most random number. Oh, this look good. Let me try this.
But yeah, the Runaways, since I don't know anything about it, I hope it's good. That's the only thing I can really say about it. I mean, I'm going to do some research about it. I didn't know half of these guys, who they were before some of them came out. Like, I knew of Jessica Jones. I didn't know a backstory. I knew of Luke Cage. Didn't really know a backstory.
Well, I knew Luke Cage because, he's black. Look, I feel
Black History Month.
Not only that, just like as a black kid in the comic books, like it's like we don't have that much representation.
Yeah.
So I figure you gotta at least be somewhat familiar.
Yeah. Well, I was familiar with Black Panther, and I'm up to date with Miles Morales, the pre incursion event. Or post Secret Wars rather, with Miles Morales, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So,
I got a couple issues upstairs of was it Power Man and Iron Fist?
Power Man and Iron Fist.
Yeah, so
Marvel's dynamic duo.
I mean, that's one reason why I'm looking forward to the show. I just want to see if Luke Cage gonna pop up like at the end, or I don't know. But I got a prediction about the Defenders after we get done with this Runaways, but yeah, it's since the Runaways is going to be on Hulu, so now Marvel is starting to spread their shows, different networks now. Now, Freeform and Channel 6, they can intertwine. That's directly Disney. That's still Disney, but
Hulu not
now,
so much.
Or the Runaways going to be on their own little planet.
Well, see, since everything's supposed to be interconnected, I see this as becoming a Supergirl and CW issue where they're going to be like, drop season 1 and be like, well, damn, if we want them to cross over in other shows, how can we get them to do that?
See, now that you mentioned that, I start to think that maybe that won't be as big of a hurdle as we think, since Hulu isn't Hulu's owned by what, Comcast now?
Yes.
Yeah, but that's not, Comcast not putting out DC or anything like that. That's just a provider. So I don't think it'd be a problem for them to jump.
Well, the problem would be would come with them like jumping to a different platform, like going to a different channel. Sure, like if they want to cross over Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I think that would be okay. But when you go into them trying to go over to Netflix, which is a direct competitor of Hulu, even though Comcast and Netflix are in bed,
I don't think they're. I don't even see the Runaways coming across the Defenders in any type of way.
Well, they gotta exist in the same universe.
They can exist in the same universe, but that's almost like, why the hell am I dealing with these teenagers? We got grown folk shit to deal with. we have a purple man trying to rape women and whatnot.
Well, he's dead.
He's dead, but I'm just saying we got grown folk business right now.
On that note, maybe you should give that bit of advice to Tony Stark, who recruited a 15, 16-year-old boy to fight against Captain America.
Okay, the one thing Tony did responsible in his life was cut off his weapons manufacturing. The scales still haven't tipped back into responsibility with Tony Stark.
Still a little bit of irresponsibility from Mr. Stark, I would say.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just saying.
So
I didn't expect anything less.
I mean,
like
if the Runaways met up with the Defenders, I don't think that'd be a bad thing. Do we need it? Probably not, but I don't think it'd be a bad thing.
That's why I don't really worry about trying to see how you can figure out how Netflix can cross over into Hulu. You know, have them two cross.
Yeah,
I'm not even thinking about that. I'm more so thinking maybe Cloak and Dagger in the Runaways.
Yeah, Cloak and Dagger is on Freeform, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or even Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in the Runaways. Because I'm not sure, but if the Runaways have powers, I think that eventually that'll catch S.H.I.E.L.D.'s attention.
That's just like S.H.I.E.L.D. going public and then not being noticed by any of the major movies. Like that should be
that's just
the next Captain America should be like, yo, what is going on? Because S.H.I.E.L.D.'s bad. He should be.
Well, it should be, but we got Infinity Wars coming up, so that's.
Well, no, see, in real life, that would be put on the back burner, but he has no idea that Thanos is coming. He has no idea. He doesn't know. So, I mean, yeah, when S.H.I.E.L.D. goes public.
Who doesn't know Thanos is coming?
Captain America. No one knows.
Remember what you call him? Did he say something about the stones at the end of
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that, but he doesn't. For one, he doesn't know who Thanos is. The Guardians were the closest people to Thanos.
Okay, well,
and they don't even
know who he is, but
they just know that.
Or he still knows something beyond the Earth.
All Thor said was that someone else's hand may be at play. I guarantee you, they're instantly just going to think Loki. All
right, but that's still a being beyond me worrying about fucking S.H.I.E.L.D. Like I have to worry about this dude probably bringing aliens again. This government entity is back.
I understand that, but since there's no aliens right now, and especially everything that happened in Civil War, I think S.H.I.E.L.D. should have had some say.
Also, why would I care about this government entity if I'm on the run from the government?
Well, they went public before Civil War.
I understand it, but you saying Captain America should say something about that? Like,
well, of course now he can't, but that doesn't address the plot hole as to what happened before. But that's why I said it doesn't matter now. Yeah, now, of course it doesn't matter now. But as soon as they went public, why didn't he say anything? That's my point. Of course, there's reasons why he won't say anything now. That's done. But he didn't say anything before. They went public. He's just like, oh, look at that. That organization that was making weapons of mass destruction to target people, like some Minority Report thing, they're back. Okay. I was just going to go right over here and continue to chase crossbows. Like, that's a little weird. I would want to know that. They had ships that were going to fly around the Earth to target people who were about to commit crimes.
So that wasn't answered in Ultron when Fury brought that helicarrier back? Or... Well, that wasn't a...
But see, now you get to Ultron, and that's before they went public. So that's when it was still hidden. Ultron's 2015. When they came back out, that was the latest season of S.H.I.E.L.D. with Director Mace.
You said before they went public.
Yes. Of course, when S.H.I.E.L.D. was operating under Phil Coulson, after they were disbanded because of the whole thing with Hydra, of course, no one knew or no one was supposed to know that S.H.I.E.L.D. was still operating. That I understand. That's why he didn't say anything. But when S.H.I.E.L.D. comes back out, goes public, has Director Mace working with the President of the United States to take down, and it's just like the whole thing. Why are no one saying anything in the movies about the Inhumans? Like, some of these Inhumans are really powerful, like Daisy Johnson, for example, who can create earthquakes. Not only that, but she can create them so small, but she can like make you have like an aneurysm inside of your head. Like, but no one says anything about anybody like that in these movies. Like, yeah, I mean, even the smallest of acknowledgement would be fine with me. Even at the beginning of Civil War, if he's just like, wow, oh my goodness, S.H.I.E.L.D.'s back. But then Tony's like, hey, we got bigger things to worry about right now. I'll be like, okay, I'm fine. But I think after you dedicate an entire movie to S.H.I.E.L.D. being infiltrated by Hydra, I think that in Captain America working for S.H.I.E.L.D., I think that should be on his radar, even if it's just a little teeny bit. After Civil War, sure, you can forget about it. But all that shit that happened before Civil War, I think that, yeah, he should have said something about it. He should have. That's just my opinion. Even if it was, like I said, even if it was a one-off.
Look, dog.
Hey, they got plot holes. You know they do. The whole Stephen Strange thing from Winter Soldier. It's a plot hole. They'll fix it, but it's a plot hole.
How so?
Because they've never come out and spoken about the actual time frame as to when Doctor Strange takes place. Because were you going to shoot Stephen Strange because he was? They said all the movies take place in the year they released. Well, there we go. So you were actually going to shoot a surgeon.
Remember, it was the algorithm that predict if you were going to be.
Man, that's a good algorithm.
It targeted a baseball coach.
That joint took place. It targeted somebody 2 years away.
It targeted a baseball coach.
I'm just saying, that's a good algorithm. Like 2 years away. That was great.
Yeah, if you're going to dig into how good the algorithm is, why don't we dig into how fucking preposterous it is that this dude put his whole consciousness on videotape or microtape. Whatever the fuck his name is. Come on.
Oh! You're
the one who developed the algorithm.
You're talking about the scientist, yeah.
So
right. That is a bit ridiculous too.
Okay, so I don't know.
I'll let that one slide.
It bothers me sometimes. People try to make sense of shit, but then there's other nonsensical things. Like you might as well just.
That's not my fault.
Strip away. I'm just saying you might as well strip away the whole concept of these movies.
But that's Kevin Feige's problem, because he's the one that wants to keep things kind of grounded. Not me. I'm like, look, let Doctor Strange use magic. No, it's just a higher form of science. Hey, okay. Look, Thor said it in the first movie. You people think what we do is magic. You know, down here you call it science to us. It's one and the same. That's how they explain away magic in the Marvel Universe.
But all right, you got that. But like I said, if you're going to nitpick at that, you might as well nitpick. There's a guy, a 16-year-old kid doing backflips off the Washington Monument with he's dressed as a spider. Then you got honestly, the most plausible thing in the fucking whole universe will probably be Iron Man and Falcon.
Man, I thought you were going to give it to Captain America.
Well, no, this nigga got... okay, PEDs, Adderall, and steroids.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. Hey, look,
but Captain America went from 5'6" to 6'2", 260, solid, and still kept a 4.3 40 time. Like, no.
It's just not possible, man. You can't do it. Look, you got to sacrifice your speed for the brute strength, man.
Barry Bonds put on the weight. He wasn't stealing bases like that anymore. Yeah. I became a power hitter now. So that's what I'm just saying. Just like you can't try to sit here and once you try to make sense of one thing, that means you got to strip everything else away.
No. Listen, okay. But then once again, you blame that on Kevin Feige, okay? Because he's the one that tries to make sense of magic instead of calling it magic. When you say it's magic, you can be like, I don't know where the fuck this comes from. Where does it come from?
It's movie magic.
It's movie magic. It's science to him. It's one and the same.
It's on a different plane. Look, dog. But damn, we was just talking about the Runaways and really got on another patented Fanboy Lair tangent.
I think that's what this podcast is going to be known for. Just talking about stuff and then talking about something that's completely, well, not completely unrelated, but not at all what we were talking about.
Somehow we talk about the Runaways and end up talking about a Golden State Warriors game. Like, how did you see how they ran away with that game? Like, okay,
how did you see LeBron James flop again? God damn it, he's doing it again. And the refs are just giving him the calls. Jesus Christ. How are you like 6'8"? You play like, anyway.
He's a football player though, as he says.
Sure doesn't like contact.
Bullshit, I say, right? Yeah. But anyway, also
we just dropped 2 viewers for that one.
No,
I thought this was a comic book podcast.
This LeBron James character.
These guys sat around and talked about LeBron James for like 2 minutes.
Well, we did mention Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so we might as well. I just finished the episode probably like an hour and a half ago.
Oh, great. Now refresh my memory. Oh, that's right. Yeah, never mind. I got you.
Darkhold.
The Darkhold, yeah.
We figured out that May finally got exposed as a LMD.
Yeah.
They explained that the Koenig brothers were actual
humans.
Was it quadruplets?
Quadruplets.
I felt sorry for their sister. Like, God damn.
Yeah. My brother said that too, because I thought they were LMDs, but he picked up on something from somebody else, and they all had different names.
Yeah,
that was the big giveaway that they weren't LMDs, but they really did make you think about it. Like, oh no, these might just be LMDs who were programmed to think they have different names. They can do that, and then there you go, quadruplets with a sister.
That I felt bad for the sister. I was telling my wife, like, yo, just imagine that whole situation. I'd have felt like, dang, can you imagine? Like, I ain't even gonna talk to that. She got 4 brothers I gotta deal with, and they all look the same.
You can't tell who
like,
did what.
I don't know who I insulted or not. No, man. But I always thought it was a good episode.
Yeah, so Dr. what's his name? Radcliffe, he has the Darkhold now. Spoilers, he has a Darkhold now. Just in case you're not watching. Well, nobody watches Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. What does it matter? Everyone thinks it's a bunch of shit, so. But he has the Darkhold. I have no idea what he plans to do with it. I know the Watchdogs want to get rid of the Inhumans. That ain't gonna happen. Yeah. But they want to get rid of the Inhumans. Now, this would be a perfect time for, like, Black Bolt or somebody to make a debut at the end of the series, at the end of the season.
Yeah, well, the movie's coming out.
Yeah, in August.
Yeah, so.
Who's playing Black Bolt?
They didn't announce yet.
How the hell are they going to... Well, it's a TV movie, so it's not as elaborate as a theatrical release.
But I do believe... going to be in theaters.
Yeah, I do believe that they already should have a cast. They of course, they probably have the script, but I think they have a cast.
It's pilot season now, so they can be working on that. You can have You can have a script laid out and be doing screen testing right now.
Yeah, true.
It's a 1 hour, maybe hour and a half episode.
Yeah, it's only going to be like an hour and a half. You know those things are like 45 minutes anyway.
Since it's going to be, the whole premiere thing, so I think maybe an hour and a half since they're trying to do a whole theatrical release of it. But
yeah, I think they said it was going to be episodes 1 and 2 that you were going to see in the movie theaters.
Yeah, so that's 2 hours. Well, hour and a half.
Yeah, it's still an hour and a half.
43 minutes. 43 minutes is an actual television episode.
Yeah, goes to show you how much commercials we watch.
Oh, look, dog! I knew that was crazy when I realized Dragon Ball Z episodes was 23 minutes.
Yeah,
like damn, what? 7 minutes of fucking commercials?
Toonami does a good job, man.
I feel gagged.
Yeah, it's like getting a bag of chips. Well, the chips are just resting at the bottom, and it was just filled with air. You open it, you're like, oh, this wasn't worth my 25 cents anyway.
But yeah, I like the episode, and if you watch how was it? It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. The chick who plays Artemis, Artemis Papadani, I can't say her last name, but she was
close enough.
Yeah, she was the sister.
Yeah, I don't watch Always Sunny.
I thought it was freaking hilarious to see her show up. Like, oh, it's Artemis.
Yeah,
Just because on the show she's like one of the most raunchiest characters out there. Like, she gives no fucks.
Well, she had a little pep in her step on this episode.
Yeah, and that's how her character is on It's Always Sunny. Just that confident. Yeah, I said that. I'm like, all right, Artemis, I bangs with her. So I was actually happy to see her in that role.
Yeah,
fucking with her brothers. But you think about it, one sister, 4 brothers. You gotta be
pretty tough to handle to be in a house like that. They're probably tackling her and throwing her down steps and stuff. That's me.
But what about the one Koenig brother that was a comedian?
Oh yeah,
right there at Patton Oswalt.
Yeah,
wheelhouse.
That was pretty funny. That was a good way to sneak that in. 4 of them were agents. Well, 3 of them were agents. The sister's an agent, and then you got the one that's just a comedian.
Listen here, you sheeple.
Yeah. That was pretty good. Oh, what about the kiss, man? Agent Coulson and May.
But it wasn't a kiss.
He's got to feel dirty after that one.
Yeah, like,
I just kissed a robot. I wonder if he's like, but it felt real. I won't tell if you won't tell, May.
That's what happens. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I like the whole Battlestar Galactica feel of the LMD.
Yeah.
So I was kind of upset that May got exposed. Like, but it had to happen. But at the same time, it's like,
I think someone else on the team is an LMD and doesn't know it. And you'll probably be like, well, when did he get switched? The same time May did. No, it'd probably be a different time. But I think there, because you notice if you ever look at the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. this mid-season starts logo, that it has the entire like main cast, but they have red, like it's like they're behind like a red glass, except Agent May.
I never noticed that.
Yeah, man, pull it up, take a look at it. I'm so serious. I don't think I pulled it up here, but yeah.
Well, I mean, still got it on the DVR.
Well, I mean, just Google a logo of it, and when you see that, like, you'll notice that, like, it looks like they're all behind red glass except Agent May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think he has LMDs for everyone. I think he's been working on this LMD thing for a long time, and he's perfected his craft. And he's gonna put those LMDs in one by one.
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
So this is going. You think this is going to go the whole season?
Yeah, this has got to ride out the rest of the season. I think it. I mean, they got enough to actually do it, and I like how they kind of like folded in the human storyline back into it. Because I was just like, okay, so we got the senator trying to, doing the thing with the Inhumans, trying to catch them, and then over here you got LMDs, and I'm just like, okay, well, I guess we got 2 storylines running for the rest of the season, and now it's just like they're working together.
Yeah, cause I was about to say you got 10 episodes left, dog.
What episode did we just watch? 12?
12.
Yep, 10 episodes left. That's a lot. That's almost an entire season of Daredevil.
Yeah,
they can tell a lot of story.
Still got to start to fucking tie shit together, though.
Yeah, you're right.
But again, I told you, I believe every show should either follow the BBC series layout. Just give me 5 episodes.
Yeah.
5 hour-and-a-half episodes of tight story.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
And just be done.
Or you do what Netflix does and give you 8 to 13 episodes. That way there's no filler, no BS. Just give me what you're trying. Just give me the legit story.
Yeah, that's what I like about all the Marvel Netflix series.
Yeah.
They're 13 episodes. They start, they tell a story, they have an end, and you're done.
Yeah, you still can get a twist, but there's no filler episodes.
Yeah, there's no filler now.
Like
they cut the fat off.
Luke Cage,
like Salt Bae.
Spoiler alert. Like in Luke Cage when was it Cottonmouth?
Yeah.
When he got killed.
So sad.
That was like that was a change. That was a swerve. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I was like, wow. I thought he was going to ride out to the end, and he was my favorite character on the show.
He was great.
Oh my goodness.
Mahershala Ali, he's on point.
That dude, man.
Mahershala
Ali, if you ever listen to this, man, if this ever comes across like your ears, man, you were fucking fantastic in that show, and it was sad to see you go. I almost didn't want to watch the rest.
Yeah, he was great, and you got to watch House of Cards. I'm like 3 seasons behind, so but he was the shit in House of Cards.
That's it. See, that'll get me interested. Just like we were talking about, we want to watch like Dan Aykroyd and other such old movies. Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely take a look at House of Cards. Anything else on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Anything else worth noting? Besides Radcliffe has a Darkhold. Wonder what he's going to do with that. May being exposed. The other maid's not going to get free. She's stuck. She's like a phone that you tried to root that gets stuck in a boot loop. She'll be forever fighting.
I guess everybody else, all the tech people, will get that joke. That really zoom
right over your head.
Yeah.
How far?
Yeah, that was like a pass. That's like, that jumped too far. I can't do nothing with that, bro.
Oh man,
that was the alley oop you threw before I jumped and shit. Like,
oh yeah, it just hit the rim,
hit the backboard. Like,
backboard
but nah. But yeah, ain't too much. What else with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like,
right? Solid episode this week.
Yeah, it's like probably like 16 people still watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Somehow
16, you giving them too much credit.
I think a faithful. It's like the people who like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is who is keeping it going. Because the ratings have dropped over the seasons, but they still tell good stories.
And this sucks. I think this is the best season, other than the second half of the first season.
Yeah,
I think this has been the best consistent season overall because it started good, it ended good, and for the mid-season finale, and then it picked back up. And this is just as good, if not better, than the first half of the season that we already got. But I think everybody that's tuned in for the first half of the season that were watching for Ghost Rider, I think 16 out of 16 people, I think 6 of those people left because they were only here for Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
I think it was probably started at 20, but 4 left because they thought it was Johnny Blaze. And found out it wasn't Johnny Blaze.
But they did give you that nod.
Yeah, the one guy came back because he's seen Johnny Blaze was actually in the universe now.
Yeah.
And I like how they're like, hey, look, there's another Ghost Rider. He's got a motorcycle. We're not going to say his name. No one knows his name. But now you're like,
because he's who gave him the
spirit of
Robbie.
Yeah. Now, did he pass on all of his power? Or can Johnny Blaze make other Ghost Riders? One out of the 4 people that listen to this podcast, I know someone knows the answer. I'm not even going to Google it. Yeah, you can pass it over here.
I don't know how that's going to happen.
It's not a blunt. Don't worry.
It's the
I wish it was. And we're back.
Oh, God.
A 2-minute commercial break. If you hear some clanging, it's just me.
It's staying whiskey neat while we talk about comics and such.
Yes.
But
it makes the conversation better.
You just want to keep the bottle over there.
Oh, right.
I get it. But, so that's about it with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I can think of.
On to the next.
And what was that? On the
I guess
DC.
we can move to DC. So you want to start off with the show, or you want to start off with the sad man news?
Was that Batfleck leaving?
Yeah, Batfleck is no longer the director of the Batman.
Yeah.
He's stepping down.
And there's a petition for Zack Snyder to...
Listen,
so
whoever started this petition needs to be drug out the street and beat.
There's actually fans of Zack Snyder?
I mean, listen, I'm not saying Zack Snyder is the worst director I've ever seen because that goes to someone else who ruined one of my favorite fucking cartoons. But,
M. Night Shyamalan?
That was a good guess.
Yeah.
I did like The Visit, though, M. Night Shyamalan. If you ever hear this, I did like that. What a twist.
Hold up. You liked The Visit?
Yeah, The Visit was okay.
The Visit.
Remember that? Would you like to get into the oven and clean it?
I didn't watch that shit.
Oh, man, that was so funny.
I read the Wikipedia because I don't trust M. Night Shyamalan movies no more.
What a twist. Those wasn't their grandparents after all.
Yeah.
Zing.
Yeah, I'm like, seriously? You don't know? You just going to drop your kids off with random people?
No, see...
like I said, I didn't watch it. I just read it on Wikipedia.
1 minute, we'll get right back to DC. But she took him to the train station, and they got off at the train station and were waiting for, and the grandparents were already there waiting for them. That's how the movie started. And they meet him, and you don't notice this unless you really, really pay attention. But throughout the entirety of the movie, they have been doing things so that they couldn't call their mom, but they were doing it very like subtle. Like they would, like if you watch the movie, anytime that the kids are talking to their mom, the grandparents never talk to her. That's one. 2, anything that they had that had like internet capability and it had like a camera on it, something always happened to the camera. So they had a laptop. They would use the video chat, and then one day it was just this stuff caked over top of the lens, so you couldn't video chat. So they actually got the stuff off of the lens, and she saw a picture of him. Was like, her mom finally was like, "Who's that?" "Oh, that's Grandma." She's like, "Come here. Get out of the house right now. That's not your grandmother."
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that was the twist. And
yeah, I know that was the twist,
yeah.
but
and the thing was, is like once he unveiled, like shows you like everything that was happening, and you find out that do you care?
Nah, I told you.
You read the Wikipedia. Yeah. You find out that the guy that comes to the door, they worked at a nursing home, and there were some mentally disabled patients there. Those patients then came there and killed the grandparents because the grandparents talked about their grandchildren coming. That's how they knew where to meet them at. That's how they knew when they were coming, because their actual grandparents were telling people that.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's why people were coming to the door, because they're like, "Hey, man, the grandparents haven't been to work in a long time. Like, what the fuck's going on?" Yeah.
I guess I might watch it. I don't know.
It wasn't bad. Like, I will say this: that little kid rapping was like the worst part of the movie.
But it's M. Night Shyamalan, man. Like,
but there's a scene. The one older gentleman that plays the imposter grandpa, he wears a diaper and he like poops on himself. And the kid, he's like a germaphobe. So the grandpa takes a dirty diaper and like puts it on his head.
The fuck?
I was watching that. I was like, what the? Why? Why would you do this? Why? That was fucking hilarious. Okay, I know that was longer than a minute, but I'm done.
So you mean to tell me 2 films straight M. Night Shyamalan has made that put out is actually pretty good now?
2 films straight?
Split.
Oh, I think that was all James McAvoy that did that, though.
I haven't seen it, but this would be the first time I wanted to go out and see an M. Night Shyamalan movie since Unbreakable.
Damn. Come on, you didn't want to see Lady in the Water?
No.
The trailer looked okay.
No. I think by the time Lady in the Water came out, I think after The Village. And after that, I was like, I'm hip to you right now, motherfucker.
See, I never went to go see The Village, so I didn't know.
I watched it on cable TV.
I've never seen The Village.
You should be so lucky. It was filmed in like Fairmount Park.
Yep, I can see that. Seeing as the premise of the movie, but anyway, so Ben Affleck stepping down as director of the Batman, and in my opinion, this doesn't go well. I think this DC universe or DCEU is a mess.
Oh, it's already been a mess.
Well, they want to catch up to Marvel. They're doing it in the wrong way.
I think they should just take. I really think they should, if they're trying to do how Marvel did it, just follow Marvel's steps and do the slow burn. Because I look at it as once Marvel is, if they ever start to decline, once Marvel comes down, like we don't know what's after Infinity War. So once Marvel is hit that plateau and start to, I guess, hit their peak and come down, that's when you're about to hit your stride. It's like my Sixers with, what they're doing now.
Oh, yes.
But, they're young. By the time they're ready to take over the East, LeBron James is like 60. So there's nobody standing in their way.
Yeah.
So that's how I think WB and DC should have done this, but they're rushing it.
Yeah, and the thing is, I don't know why they have solid stories for these individual characters, especially Flash, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. They have stories for these guys. Just tell those stories, and then you've already blown your load with the Justice League because that's coming out this year. Yeah. So I mean, that's a year after Batman v Superman, and like you try to tell so many stories in one movie. I already think Justice League is going to be an absolute mess because of what they did with Batman v Superman.
Well, I had a problem with Justice League from the start because I don't like Ezra Miller as Flash. Nothing against Ezra Miller, I just don't like him as Flash. Like Grant, I'm telling, like I told everybody, Grant Gustin is going to be almost etched in stone
as the Flash.
Yeah. By the time November come out,
I
they'll be in their fourth season.
Yes,
and I said that they'll be
4
years in.
4 years in.
By
you said
the time
that.
Flash really sees the screen. Sure, Flash seeing the screen.
And this isn't even a solo movie. This is him sharing it with Batman, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, Aquaman, and Superman.
Exactly.
So this isn't even his movie. By the time he gets his own movie, because that's another topic I'll bring up in a second. By the time he gets his own movie, Flash will probably be in season 6. So, I mean, like, it's just Grant Gustin. Like, that's the Flash. You can't. You'll never be able to bring in Oliver Queen because Stephen Amell has been doing this for 5 seasons already. 5 seasons.
We're gonna mess around and have a Kid Flash spinoff before we have a Flash solo movie.
Yeah, so
the way they going.
So it's just they have so many problems with directors. It's getting unbearable. Like WB has to let the directors have some type of freedom over what they do, or you're gonna have another Suicide Squad on your hands. I mean, I haven't heard anything like too good about Wonder Woman. I have my fingers crossed for I am a Marvel fanboy, but I hope these DC movies are good because I love Batman. I hate Superman, but I love watching Superman in the Justice League do things. I love a lot of these. I love the Flash. I love the comics. I want to see them do good. The problem is, it's just, they're like, well, let's take 10 stories and mush them all together. Yeah. I'm like, dude, these are 10 stories, I'm over exaggerating, but these are 3 or 4 stories that were told over 5 to 10 comics. And you're going to put these in a 3-hour movie? You're going to put all that content in a 3-hour movie? And not only that, but they were built upon way before this arc even started. So, and you want to try and push all this stuff down viewers' throats. I'm like, do you know what I mean? I had to explain the dark side vision to people because they had no idea that they knew it was the Omega symbol. And they're just like, well, okay, that's the symbol for Omega, but what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Where did these demons or aliens come from? What are they? I'm like, no, the parademons. This isn't a dream. This is a dream sequence. It's a Flash. That's the Flash that was coming through the portal. He's probably time traveling back in time because the Flash can do that. Or you watch the show, even though he does it better in the show than he does in the movie. He doesn't need a suit. And Darkseid's a villain who's in outer space. He's probably gonna come, and it's so much shit. Like you gotta explain all this stuff that wasn't explained in the movie. I'm like, why did you? It's like you purposely put it there. And you rushed to set up a Justice League movie when I probably would have had individual movies, not origin stories, individual movies, and then my Justice League movie. That's the way Marvel did it, except Marvel told all origin stories. But you could have just told stories.
Well, somewhat. What you call it?
First Avenger, Thor, Hulk wasn't.
Incredible Hulk wasn't.
Yeah.
And I like that.
And Iron Man. Yeah, those were all. Well, you did get Iron Man 2 before that one too.
Yeah,
but yeah, that was good of them. And the reason Marvel did that is because you already had a Hulk origin story, even though it was a stupid movie. You already had a Hulk origin story.
Well, that's what happens when. That's again what I believe what happens when you get a director try to do something that's out his wheelhouse.
Who did that movie? I think I know.
Ang Lee.
Ang Lee. Yeah.
And he go on the next year and win an Oscar.
Yeah.
For Brokeback Mountain. So.
That's not his twist.
That's what I'm saying. Like a comic book action movie. That's not. I think he got. Didn't he do? I think he did Life of Pi.
That seems like a movie he would do something like that. Not the Incredible Hulk or the Hulk. Sorry, the Hulk.
It was Hulk.
Oh yeah, it was just Hulk. There was no the.
No, it was just Hulk. Jesus. Yeah, Ang Lee did Life of Pi. So
everything about that movie was just wrong. But
so there you go.
But yeah, I think DC should have done that. Like with Batman v Superman, my biggest thing, man, they should have. Man, why not have Lex Luthor and the Joker as your main villains? Leave out I'm about to call him the Abomination, Darkseid, Doomsday. Leave him out. Save him for
trying to have that.
The world's finest. Yeah.
That episode. Look.
That's what I'm saying. They have great stories. They have wonderful stories. The best stories. The best. Big league stories. Okay? And that's all they had to do is tell the stories, and people will flock to them, watch the movie, love the movie, You know, it's the same thing with Suicide Squad. They literally should have just took Assault on Arkham and made it a movie. Batman was hardly in that cartoon, and you could have pulled him out even more for your adaptation of it. And you could have just had Batman in the shadows. You didn't even have to show him. That's what Batman does. Show it from the point of the villain, and Batman just pulling people into the darkness. That would have made him seem menacing, and it would have cut down the amount of money you had to pay Ben Affleck or anybody else to be in the suit, because you wouldn't have to see him that often.
I don't even think they had to really pay him for that. That's all. You know, when you sign those contracts, you sign multi-movie deals. You sign not only multi-movie deals, it's like
and appearances.
Yeah, so it's like you're going to sign to be on for 3 movies, but also wherever we need you.
Yeah, and that's how they could have done
it. Didn't even count a part of his deal. Chris Evans in Thor 2 didn't even count as a part of his deal.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah, so again, he showed up in it though.
Yeah,
just like how Hugh Jackman in X-Men First Class that wasn't a part of his deal, but you got time? All right, fuck it, I'm here.
Yeah. It's nice. I just wish they had taken some time to really like think about the direction. That was pretty funny. To think about the direction, you should he popped the rubber band in his face. But anyway, I wish they had taken the time to think about where they wanted to go and plot out these movies and then drop them in the right way instead of saying, "Oh, you liked Harley Quinn? Well, now you're gonna get a Harley Quinn solo movie. Oh wait, Harley Quinn can't stand on her own. Well, Gotham City Sirens. Now it's an all female-led villain movie." And I'm like, okay, well, this movie can't take place in Gotham.
Why not?
Where the fuck's Batman? Now you gotta work to write him out of the story. You can't just not have him show up. You can't do that. Like,
the movie's fucking in early development though.
God.
How are you judging a script or a movie before they even got like the first
because
draft
they
out?
Shouldn't do it. Plan your movies, right, and stick to your story. And then once you get done a set of movies, then plan more movies. They planned Gotham City Sirens. They're trying to make Gotham City Sirens, but they lost how many directors for the Flash movie? And that's supposed to come out next year. It ain't, because they ordered a page 1 rewrite on it, so it's not coming out. Granted, they can write a script real fast. They did Suicide Squad like a week.
It's all on how you said with the that they're too hands on with their shit.
Yeah.
And to a certain extent, Disney's the same way, but they
trust Kevin Feige. That's what they did. They put Kevin Feige in there like, hey, look, man,
but you gotta remember, up until I think after the Avengers,
it was after the Age of Ultron.
At the Age of Ultron, because remember they had that whole little coup.
Kevin
Feige had that whole little coup because they used to have to go to him, then he would have to go to someone else,
and then
that's when they split it and said, "Fuck it, we just gonna go to you."
But you see what happened. But see, that took one movie. Josh Whedon wanting to do things a certain way, and I don't even know why they wouldn't listen to Josh Whedon. I'm like, well, why not? Like, he did great with the first Avengers. Like, he's great with this comic book stuff.
He said he had to rewrite that whole thing though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
he said it was very the bull was it Zach Finn, I think, wrote that.
And I think
the first one. He wrote the Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton.
It was because they needed it to tie in more with the Infinity Stones, right? That's why he had to rewrite it.
From what I heard, he said it was just terrible.
Oh, jeez.
So I had to go in this joint and just take it down. Nothing worked. It's just this has got to go.
You done fucked up too much. We won't let you fuck it up anymore. But
I remember saying that. Remember reading that they were saying that the Incredible Hulk, that was more Edward Norton than it was Zach Penn.
Oh, okay.
And that's why Edward Norton got recast, because he felt some type of way like this dude's getting his writing credit when that was my shit.
Yeah.
So, Edward Norton pockets ain't hurting. He's still Edward Norton, but
his pockets would be fatter though if he had stayed on board.
Yeah. Or he might have pulled a Joaquin Phoenix. When you sign a contract like this, you're gonna have to be stuck doing movies like
Yeah, but you're gonna make a ton of money playing a good character.
He didn't want to play
but
he didn't want to play Doctor Strange.
Yeah, everyone.
I remember he's this the dude who acted crazy for a year and a half just to do a movie.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. But just to wrap up that whole DC Universe thing, I mean... You went on a mad rant. Like,
I know.
Seriously.
I know. I did go on a mad rant.
It was like 10 minutes of me just sitting here drinking and just like, all right.
But now you're nice and sauce for every
go.
other segment. I know. I just listen. Like I said, I feel so passionately about this stuff because I like watching these movies and I want to see them do well. But you keep putting out bad movies critically, and then all that money that you're making off of the name is gonna start to go away. Like you will be the reason why comic book movies die.
No.
Well, for DC they will.
For DC, but the way they said comic book movies were going to die. Jeez. What, 6 Marvel movies ago? Like, granted, we don't know what Marvel has planned for, what would it be, Phase 4?
I trust them.
But that's the whole thing. Like, Marvel's worst movies were Thor, Dark World, and...
Yeah. People say Captain America, the First Avenger. I enjoyed it. It was okay.
It. But there's some people who say,
Iron Man 2?
Iron Man 2 or 3. I like them both.
I don't think they were that bad.
I like
they weren't the best, but they weren't like Suicide Squad level, where it's just like, no, this was fun.
I had fun with the Suicide Squad. Maybe because I have such a low expectations for DC movies.
And what does that say about?
Ever since Christopher Nolan said, I'm done.
Yeah.
I know, this is in the shitter.
Maybe they can get Chris Nolan to direct the Batman.
That's what everybody's saying, but they want fucking Zack Snyder, who I think still owes me $18.
What, for Batman?
No, fuck Batman. He owed me $18 for a Sucker Punch.
Oh, I thought you were going to say The Spirit. That was
No, that wasn't him. That was
Frank Miller.
Yeah, that was Frank Miller's trying to go with himself.
Yeah.
Best thing about that movie was Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah. So he owes you $18 for Sucker Punch. Glad I didn't go see that.
Yeah, that was like $7, $7.50 plus tax. Yeah. 2 tickets for me and my wife. I came out of that joint like that was the first movie that I ever seen Teresa be like, yo, that movie was fucking bad. She came out of the movie like, yo, I ain't like that. Like this is not my movie. I've never been duped to go see a movie off a trailer like that in my life. I'm like, yo, this trailer is crazy. You go see this movie, you're like, oh, the soundtrack's hot.
Yeah.
Like, if I'd much rather have him put a half-hour movie of just all her dream sequences. Yeah. And I'm sure I could find it on YouTube. And I'll be fine with that.
Yeah, you could find it on YouTube.
Like, I don't even need context. Just give me gunplay and action.
Yeah.
And I'll be satisfied.
They had Panic Switch from Silver Sun Pickups in that movie, didn't they?
No, it wasn't in the movie.
It
was in the trailer.
Okay. Even still, that was a fabulous song. Love it.
It was in the trailer.
Yeah.
So, and that song, you think, oh shit, no.
You think it's like chock full of action. Something told me just don't go see that. So I never went to go see it. Man. So what's next? Oh yeah, Flash.
Well, hold on, but you're gonna have one of my favorite songs in there. I think it was what was that? Was the band? I think it was Jefferson. Yeah, Jefferson Airplane. They did that White Rabbit song when the chick what's her name? What was her name?
Never heard of
Baby Doll.
Baby. See, I never seen Sucker Punch.
You never saw Sucker Punch?
Bless
your soul. You should be so lucky. You got like 2 extra hours on your life now.
after you said like how bad it was, I was like, ugh, never watched that movie.
Like, I still remember working at Movie Stop, and the people was like, yo, you should watch it. Maybe a couple years later, you might look at it different. I came back like I'm mad that I wasted another 2.5 hours now because I watched the Zack Snyder cut where he puts everything back in the movie, and it still made no fucking sense. Action was great, but the movie,
man,
I'm sorry, I get passionate about movies that I felt could have been so much better.
Yeah,
or I felt duped.
Like every DC movie.
You can't say every DC movie.
Because
the Dark Knight series was fucking amazing.
DC EU movie.
There you go.
So that'll be I like Man of Steel. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
I like Man of Steel too, but
and I hate and this is from someone who does not like Superman.
see,
I love
when
Man
you
of Steel.
saying that, I let you go on your rant. I was gonna cut in, but it was like double dutch. I couldn't even get a.
You got to say child. Yeah,
I didn't even find a spot to jump in.
Oh yeah.
But I actually like Henry Cavill as Superman.
I like Henry.
I do. I mean, he's better than Brandon Routh.
I don't think that was Brandon Routh's fault though. Brandon Routh was a great actor. And I'm not saying Henry. Was it Cavill?
Cavill, yeah.
Yeah, Henry Cavill's not a bad actor. It's just I don't like that portrayal of Superman because he's so sad. Like Superman's supposed to be like the bright shining star, and I hope they're building to that.
You know why? It's because of the fucking palette that fucking Zack Snyder, Mr. Auteur, want to choose to use. That we're gonna have a bunch of grays,
and they made the suit darker.
The movie was
it's gonna be black by the time Justice League goes
I
around.
never saw a movie and the color palette was overcast. Like that was like, oh, I'm just watching this movie on a rainy fucking day. Like, yo, you go outside. Is it raining? No, the sun's out. I swear it's raining.
The sun never shines, and let's say ain't no sunshine.
Like that movie was so great. Like if you can go on YouTube, you can see like, yo, if this is what the movie looked like with its regular colors, and the suit actually looks amazing. But Mr. Film Auteur, Zack Snyder, want to say, I'm going to be creative and dim out everything. We're going to put a grayscale on everything.
I don't know why when they make comic movies, they always dim down the color of the uniforms. I'm like, dude, if you read a comic like that, it looks amazing.
That's the only time. Marvel don't do that. Marvel shit is bright.
Captain America's uniform has gotten darker.
It got more, what is that word, utilitarian? Is it just...
I mean, I guess. But you look at Captain America's outfit from the Avengers, and then you look at his Civil War outfit, a lot darker.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, as an overall,
still color.
His dark suit was in contrast of the bright backdrop, though.
Yeah, okay. I can see that.
Iron
it's still brighter than Superman's suit.
Exactly. Like,
even Wonder Woman's suit is like so dark you can barely tell it's
you can see the blue,
gold and blue. Like you can barely tell, and I'm just like, why?
But you brought up Captain America's suit. So what was your favorite Captain America one?
Winter Soldier.
All right then. All right. Oh, you wore two in Winter Soldier.
The first one, the stealth one,
the shield. The shield uniform. Yeah, that was the
best one. We'll never see again.
Like, yo, they had a hoodie of that uniform. I'm still trying to find it.
Dude, do you know that like on his right sleeve, like the white lines that were going down his shoulder actually had the American flag in it, and on the other side it had a shield logo?
Yeah.
Dude, that is fucking awesome.
Just like in Civil War, they got the Avengers A
logo,
on it.
Yeah. Fucking little things like that is awesome. Now are they gonna have little jail logos in the Justice League movie?
I don't even think.
They're going to have like little Justice League
but that was the whole thing. Like, he was the only one repping. He was the only one, like, Captain America, the one that looked up.
Yeah, he didn't really care. He didn't see Iron Man. Well, Iron Man made a building with an A on it, so, I mean, I guess that counts. Oh, two buildings.
The Chitauri made that building. It said Stark at first.
He just didn't put the rest of the letters
he
in
said, fuck it, look here, right? Y'all gonna live here.
All right, so, but the Flash, they got another director. Name escapes me. Not going to look it up. Page 1 rewrite. That's all. That's the most important thing, that they ordered a page 1 rewrite apparently. So they're going to start the script over. I don't think this movie's going to come out in 2018.
The way this is going, by the time I'm done school, I might fucking be writing the Flash.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ, man.
It'll be me sitting here at your table by myself doing this podcast, and yeah, well, he's got more important things to do, like saving the Flash movie.
Like, Jesus Christ, man. I don't know.
I don't know what's up with that. I mean, I don't have to spend too much time on it. I mean, it is what it is. They got a lot of trouble in the DCEU, and that's just it. And I can tell you right now, if Wonder Woman doesn't do well, and then Justice League doesn't do well, and I mean critically, because the money's going to be there.
But that's the whole thing. They don't care sometimes.
Oh, no, they care.
It doesn't
I know what
matter.
You're gonna say. They care.
You can say, hey, we want it to be reviewed well, but if... Here you go.
I will tell you why they care in a minute. Go ahead.
If you talk shit about my movie it costs me $200 million to make. Let's say most of the time you get a budget of the same price of or half that, which is like maybe $100 million to advertise. So that's $300 million all in, and you bring back 6 or 7, you're getting another one.
Okay,
you're getting another movie.
So the problem here is that everybody almost unanimously agrees that Suicide Squad and Batman weren't good movies. Batman v Superman weren't the best movies. So the thing is that they bring in a lot of money, right? Batman v Superman brought in a lot of money.
Are you getting the Suicide Squad Part 2?
Who knows? It wasn't on the slated list of movies, but now that they wanted to throw a Gotham City Sirens in, you might get a Suicide Squad movie in 3 years. Maybe. But anyway, the problem is that, yeah, they made a whole lot of money off Batman v Superman. But how many of those people that paid to see Batman v Superman will pay to see Batman v Superman 2? If they decided to do something like that. Your numbers will only stay so high by putting out mid-core content, but for so long. And on top of that, if they really absolutely positively did not give a flying fuck about what that movie was reviewed and just only cared about money, they would not have done what they did to the Suicide Squad. That's the reason why they did it. They were like, well, people said Batman versus Superman was too dreary and dull. Add some color to Suicide Squad.
Add some I get what you're saying. But money money still.
Of course, they want money, but the thing is, to continue to make the money that Batman v Superman made, they have to change things because the critics said that this movie was shit. Fans said, yeah, it could have been better. Hardcore fans said, it could have been better.
But that's what I'm trying to say is, bro, you said Suicide Squad was shitty, but you're going to get a part 2. And you got a spin-off of Harley Quinn in their talks of a fucking Deadshot movie.
And that is because they said the only good things of those 2 movies were Harley Quinn and Deadshot.
Best episode of the week you say was your Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah, I think Legends has, out of the DC shows, I think Legends has the best show this week.
To the mic more.
Yeah, I think Legends had the best show this week. Or this season.
I mean, I was telling you earlier, I think Arrow, the reason I would say Arrow is because they stepped up over the last, those what was it, season 3 and 4 I thought were pretty forgettable.
3 was just awful.
I thought 4 was awful. I was able to deal with 3, even though I didn't like who Ra's al Ghul was, but I was able to deal with that. Damien Dark was just like, for me, it was like, yo, this dude he has magical powers, like, and Oliver's just a regular dude with an arrow. How are you going to combat that? I didn't even finish season 4.
I mean, I don't know. It ended like season 3 and 4 and 2 ended with a battle in the streets for Starling City. But I don't think they should have introduced. I mean, I don't want to say it went wrong with introducing Damien Dark because he's doing really good on Legends of Tomorrow. But I don't think
he's one of the. I think he's one of the bright spots of Legends, and I actually like how Legends balance so many characters. That's a lot of mini stories going on at once. You know what I mean? You got how many characters is that? You got Firestorm, Mr. Boy, and his daughter, Gray's daughter, whole thing going on.
Who was it? Oh man, Heatwave. He kind of just dropped the ball right there, and he did it. I don't know. I mean,
well, he's been in his.
I know. I guess that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I mean, I guess it was a good idea that he did it, and he was doing it for the right reasons. But like, that was just a dick move, especially how he said it. Oh yeah, considering you're not real either.
And just walked off.
And just left it alone. I'm like, dude, come on. He specifically pointed you out to not say anything about it because he knew you would be the one person on the ship that is just dying to say something to her about it. And then you say it like that, come off as an asshole, and then walk away. And they don't say anything about it the rest of the episode. I'm like, dude, for real?
He's still grieving, I guess. I don't know.
About the whole Captain Cole thing.
Yeah.
Lost his best friend.
Dog, he got another starring role. He got starring money coming up. That was.
Yeah, he's been promoted. He's not a bench player anymore.
Yeah.
He was kind of playing backseat to Captain Cole. But I mean, like, after he left and came back, I mean, I was like, oh, well, maybe this guy is important. But Captain Cole, man.
Yo, he hams it up.
Yeah.
Yo.
He was great, man. It's sad. I keep, like, having my fingers crossed that they're going to go to a dimension and, like, bring him back into the show like they did with Rip Hunter. And
well, maybe, I don't know, maybe when Prison Break done.
Oh, yeah, that is why he left, isn't it?
Yeah. But what I find funny is Heatwave is in Prison Break as well, unless his character died. I don't know. I never watched Prison Break.
I haven't seen a single episode of Prison Break.
Well, you know they were brothers in Prison Break.
That I did know.
Yeah.
From the little bit I read when they said it was coming back, I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And I was just like, okay.
Other than that, you know, and you got the boy I call a 40-year-old CM Punk.
How was that?
I can't remember his name, but he was on the show. He was on Prison Break.
Yeah.
And if you see him, he looks like a older CM Punk.
Wow.
But yeah, as you said, Legends has been solid since he's got his own show.
Yeah. People sleep on Legends. I think it's like one of the lowest rated like shows out of the CW like superhero shows. Yeah, it's probably the lowest rated. And I'm just like, last season it was way better than Arrow. Oh yeah. This season, I mean, because Arrow kind of got his footing back, but I'm like, this season is still solid. And I mean, having Damien Dark, Malcolm Merlin, and Reverse Flash as the villains, and especially this last episode where you're seeing ramifications of something that happened at the end of Flash season 2 take effect.
Was that season 2 or season 1?
That was season 2. Season 1 was Reverse Flash. Season 2 was Zoom. They're on season 3 right now.
No, Flash. But I'm saying like I thought it was ramifications of season 1 because remember Thawne killed himself at the end of season 1.
Well, it's actually ramifications of both seasons. Now that you pointed that out, because you're right. Thawne killed himself at the end of season 1, and that kind of supposedly erased Eobard Thawne from the timeline. Reverse Flash.
Yeah, that's why he got to keep moving. He's basically running from the fucking Grim Reaper.
Yeah, and then when he beat Zoom, those time rays turned Zoom into the Black Racer, and now he's chasing him through time now, pretty much, and he's got like a watch to
Grim Reaper and shit, basically.
And I think like adding that all together, I was like, yo, that is so badass that like he's like, yo, this is why this is happening on Legends of Tomorrow, because I'm going through time to find something to fix what happened to me, because I don't want to be erased from history because the Black Racer is chasing me. I'm like, that's pretty cool. You don't even see continuity that connected in most movies, but on a TV show they're doing it right.
I can honestly say they have a better, they got a universe set up that Marvel don't have. Yeah. But the past episode of Arrow was pretty cool. Oliver, like, yo, I need some information. Well, give me a second, I'm gonna make a call. He called the mayor of Central City and was like, yo, this is Arrow. How do I know it's him? All right, wait 1 second. He texted Barry.
He texted Barry, yeah.
Barry put he's legit. Oh, okay. Now, and that's like the second time this week they did something like that. Remember, on Flash, Cisco went to when he was fighting the chick, and they vibed over the Supergirl universe.
Oh yeah, they did
for that hot second, and then
they went straight in the cat code.
Yeah,
like wrestling in the office. Yeah.
So they still, it's like they
just wanted to
showing you that they're still connected. Yeah,
it's a little reminder.
Like Grant Gustin don't have to show up. What's her name? Melissa Benoit don't have to show up.
But these are all in the same universe.
Exactly.
Here's a sprinkle.
Sprinkle some crack on them. Yeah. Keep them coming back. But what was the other? I honestly this week again I would have to say Arrow, Legends, and Flash, and then Supergirl.
Yeah, Supergirl's all so. I don't know. Supergirl gets good ratings every week, but it's always so. Like I said, this episode kind of set up like the whole thing, the whole tension between Guardian and Supergirl. Yeah. So now it's like she's like, well, you know, you're my friend Jimmy, and I can't let you get hurt. And it's kind of setting up a whole thing. Well, you don't have any superpowers, so what can you do? And I'm like, you went to a universe where there were like 4 people that didn't have superpowers,
and they were just
they were still vigilantes. But yeah, you're gonna tell Jimmy that he can't do it. That just goes to show me you don't have any value of human life. You have value of just your friends' lives.
Yeah,
that's all it really is.
But I don't know. This is a little social commentary because I started to get upset about this. Remember in season 1, or even at the beginning of this season, they were having that will Jimmy and Kara get together or whatever.
Yeah, they ended up happening, and then they broke it up.
Then they broke it up like in a week. But now they're teasing this Kara and Monel.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. Like, but she couldn't get with the brother. Like, come on, dog. Like, she couldn't get with the brother. Obviously, he still likes her though.
I mean, yeah, but this is no cloak and dagger situation. So
look, dog, come on, man. I lie you not. I was like, I'm watching it just because of this now. Like,
I don't really know the reason why they broke up.
Exactly. Because I want to focus on being a superhero. It's my career, you know.
And
I need to get to know me. I don't know. I don't know. I can't understand us if I don't know me.
Yeah. To me, that sounds like a crock of shit.
Exactly. It's bullshit. But that sounds like, you know, part of me as I was watching it this morning, actually, I'm like, yo, seriously? You just gonna sit here and have this shit going on with this boy when you got Jimmy was back there ready to wait on her hand and foot? But again, you know, I don't run the show, but I really felt some type of way with that shit.
Yeah, well, it'll get addressed, but honestly, I think she's gonna end up with Monel, and then like it's kind of hard too because they make it seem more like, I don't know, they have a lot more in common than her and Jimmy, because she remembers her homeworld, unlike like let's say Clark Kent. So I think they're gonna try to, I don't know. She seemed a little iffy at the end of that last episode.
Yeah.
But then I was just like, everybody saw that coming. I was like, I see that coming.
As soon
as he landed, I was like, oh, look at that, a new love interest.
Yep.
As soon as he landed, I was like, what the hell was I mean, you could have, I don't know. It could have been done differently. Just like I don't like the whole Felicity Smoke and Oliver thing, the way they were like, you drug it out over an entire season to get them together. And then you broke them up.
It felt like 3 seasons.
Yeah. It was like 3 seasons. And then you broke them up in, 1 episode? I think that was so stupid. Oh, yeah, little things happen here and there. But the one thing where she should have been okay with, because the person came out and said, yes, I told him not to say anything. It was me. It wasn't him. It was me.
I thought that was...
And she's just like, nope, I'm going to break up with him anyway. This is the last straw. I think he should have got at least one more chance.
Yeah, I thought that was just one of those, like, you just being irrational.
Yeah.
Like, he should have that was... Like, that's all right, that's my kid, but she said I can't say shit about it.
Or I'll never see him again.
Yeah, like,
what do you want me to do?
Exactly. Like, come on, dog.
That's what I'm saying. Be a little reasonable.
Kind of selfish.
Yeah. What do you want me to do here in this situation? Honestly, okay, here we go. What would you have done in this situation? You would have told me and risked losing the child?
Yeah.
Because you don't know what this person might do. I haven't seen this girl in 7 years. She's a completely different person. Like.
Yeah. But also, I was saying this to you before we, I guess on our pre-recording, the pre-show, that the reason why I'm really digging Flash this year, because it might be my Harry Potter bias, but Tom Felton is fucking hilarious, especially his last couple episodes. Like, he's like the Sheldon Cooper of the whole gang. Like, he just says whatever comes to his mind. You're like, oh, we did this, you know, in the beginning of the episode. Oh, we saved a busload of, you know, hot cheerleaders. Yeah, I found 6 more efficient ways you guys could have did that, but we did it. Why do I even say things? Like, that's how he went about the whole situation. Like like Cisco beat the chick, and he's like, oh, she must have been having an off day. They're like, seriously though? Like, that's how you feel? What? I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah. He's been
getting to you, bro.
Oh man, that Ben got to me. He's been a good presence on Flash. Don't laugh at me. He's been a good presence on Flash, like altogether. But and having him in the Team Flashes, it's really, I don't know. It's nice to have somebody who's opposite all of those guys, because they all just work well together. They're all on like the same page, and you got this guy in the background who's a genuinely nice guy, who's just a dick. Like, and it's like he doesn't even mean to be.
But he's brilliant at his work, though, and that's the whole thing. Like,
and it's hilarious. It's funny. His commentary is funny, and then he never wants to be bothered by any of them either. So he's just like, I'm leaving. I
gotta go back. I gotta go to work.
Oh, I have to get back to the office where you should be, Alan.
Where you should be too.
And leaves. And it's just so good. Like, it's so good.
And that's the dynamic I'm really liking about the show, and also HR.
Oh yeah, I thought once they brought him in, I was like, oh man, he's not going to offer anything good to this show. Just a stupid way to keep Tom Cavanaugh on the show. And instead,
but he's been brilliant this season. He's been
brilliant. And honestly, he's right. He has been giving them ideas.
Yeah.
Because they'll be sitting there, oh, we have to do X, Y, and Z. It's like, oh, well, if you need to do X, Y, and Z, and she over there says something about A, B, and C, and they're just like, oh, we can add them together and make this.
But
and
it's the
like,
whole
bingo.
It's the whole, they're trying to look at it from a complicated standpoint, from that educated standpoint. Like, yo, if you come at, since he's a writer, he come at it from a creative outlook on things. So it's like, all right, if you do it, like you said, if you do it this way, maybe it'll work. Like, no, that won't work. But matter of fact, if we take that and put it with this is how we get it. Just basically how you said it. And I like that. And also I find it hilarious, the running gag of his world with coffee. You see how much
she took
coffee the chick was leaving with?
Of coffee. She took
like, you could come back, right?
A ton of coffee. Yeah, that's the funny thing. She could come back if she wanted to.
She took like 3 duffel bags full of coffee. Like, I'm taking this.
That's gonna last her months.
Months, maybe.
Oh well, that's right. The way they drink coffee over there, it'll probably last her a couple weeks.
And that's the whole thing. Them boys ain't diabetic or something. Like,
they must not putting sugar in it. I don't know.
Like,
you don't put sugar in your coffee. You just live wrong.
Well, I mean, I drink black coffee at times.
The only time I did that is training exercises for the Army.
Yeah, you need. I mean, the way you looking, you might need some black coffee now.
Nah,
hangover cure.
Yeah, I might need it. I don't even know how I'm gonna get home after this.
You be alright, dog. Drink some Pepsi.
I'll just walk. It's fine. It only takes 30 minutes.
Oh, if anything, I give you a ride home. You gonna have to walk back though in the morning to get your car.
Fuck that.
They call it Uber. It'd be like $3.
Yeah, it would be like $3. Well, no, he's not gonna go with the super efficient way. He would go like
no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Oh, really?
Look, dog, it's like a flat rate sometimes. Like Uber has it where where it's set up.
Yeah,
that'd be the ride to piss ball off. Like, nigga, you going right down here?
This ride only took 6 minutes.
That Joe say 2:55. Like, yo, dog.
Bro, you could have took a brisk jog and got here in this amount of time.
I remember I did that shit. I'm like, yo, I'm good. That's why I don't do the. Hand me the liquor, dog.
Oh, you thirsty again? I'm not gonna edit any of this out, so it's just gonna stay there. It's a liquor passing.
It is, huh?
So you put up here in the. Well, anything else you want to say about this week's shows? Because they were all just so.
It was
except Legends.
It was hit and miss.
Yeah, except Legends and like.
No, I think no. I won't say hit and miss. The only one that was really ho hum was Supergirl.
Yeah, not to be ragging on Supergirl.
Yeah, that was the only one that was ho hum.
She had some good episodes. I remember in the first season, like if we were doing this podcast in the first season, when
I thought again the first season was pretty good.
Yeah, when Hank Henshaw came out and said he was the Martian Manhunter,
that was like
around
my
shit.
5th episode, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, somewhere around it. I lost my shit, man. I was sitting there at home watching. I was like, "Oh shit, it's the Martian fucking Manhunter."
That falls in line with my like 4 or 5 episode rule of a new show. I give a new show that I'm watching or trying out. I give it 4 to 5 episodes. First 2, just testing the water, see how they do things. The third one, maybe they're getting their footing. The fourth one, they should know the direction they want to go with things. And the 5th one, that's when, all right, we're going to hit the ground running. Unless it's a show that I'm going to watch regardless.
Yeah.
By the time, if I'm not into the story of what they're trying to do by the 4th or 5th episode, I'm cutting ties, turning the DVR off, and it's like, look, you tried. Like, only show I can honestly say I cut tailed and run on, even though it was good. It was Scandal, and maybe because
ooh, scandalous.
Look, dog, it was one of them Jones. It's like Seinfeld said when I got a lot of friends. I don't need any more. I'm set with the friends I have, and that's how it was. Like I got these shows. I got my set amount of shows. I'm cool. I don't even need to watch this right now.
Yeah, I don't think I watch anything other than superhero shows. Honestly, I used to watch The Walking Dead, and I was just like, man, this show's going on forever.
I watched
It'll never end.
The Walking Dead. For me, when I say that show's turned into a chore, I've had the mid-season finale on my DVR since it came on and still haven't watched it yet.
Wow.
Fucked up part is next Sunday the season starts again. And me and Teresa like, yo, we've been saying we're gonna watch The Walking Dead for like since that joint came on. Like the weekend came on, I think we went out with like, all right, we're not watching it. You gonna watch it like Monday came? You gonna watch it? No, I don't care. No. Tuesday came like 2 weeks later. You wanna watch that, John? Not really. And it's because how they're writing Negan. Like how the way they have this dude, I'm hoping it'd be different this next season. I mean the second half, but the way they're writing dude is like everybody's a bitch. Like I've never understood that whole aspect of that one bully who has everybody scared of him.
Yeah.
Like, all right, you're one dude. Why can't everybody else gang up and knock you the fuck out? Like, even on here you go, you ever see the movie The Untouchables? Robert De Niro, Kevin Costner. Well, I got Kevin Costner. I don't think you've seen it. But but there's a scene. There's a scene where Robert De Niro is Al Capone, and he's around with everybody, you know, with all his people, and he's talking about baseball. He walk around the baseball bat, blah 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 blah. He go behind his ball, like, you know, this whole organization that we in, it's a team. If you mess up, everybody else kind of feel the repercussions of that. So he get behind the dude, bam, hit him in the back of the head. It was one of those things. He showed his power. Yeah. Right? Oh, it showed why you're still scared of him. Like, Negan's doing all this stuff with everybody already got guns to somebody else's head. So it's like, say if it's a group, we come up on your group, my group has guns on you, so that's when I decide to knock you out. Because I know if you come up, everybody else going to shoot you. Yeah. I think that's nutty. Yeah. Nowhere in that show that he even had a chance to kind of like really show that he has it. Like if somebody stood up to him and he just knocked him the fuck out with his bare hands and beat him down, everybody, oh shit.
Yeah, cause if I do recall, like that first episode where they caught him.
Yeah, like
where he caught those guys. Who was it? Like Daryl punched him, and he was like, "No, we're not gonna have any of that shit."
Yeah, but everybody else had the guns on him, and that's not.
It'd have been different if he'd have been like, "No, put your guns there. I got him.
I got him," and then he knocked him the fuck out. Yeah, no, it was nothing like that. So that was like my issue with Negan, because like I said, in other shows they will have that where we're gonna show you why this dude's a badass, like in The Equalizer. You know why Denzel was a badass after he eliminated all those motherfuckers in the bar. So, you seen Equalizer, didn't you?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I might say like that's
a good fucking
That's
movie.
like saying you ain't see John Wick. You ain't see John Wick?
I have not.
Oh, man.
Was John Wick really as good as everyone said?
Yeah. Okay, it's a good action movie. If you like The Equalizer, you're like John Wick.
All right. I'll watch it.
You know, Keanu Reeves make good action movies. It's not the the Lake
John
House.
Wick came out. I like the Lake House.
I bet you did.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? John Mayer? But, anyway.
What's wrong with John Mayer? That's good, solid music right there.
Anyway, you said
you're going to say it's a problem with, what's the guy name? I can't remember his name now.
Yep, that means it's a problem with him.
No. It's the dude?
The guy, the fella.
I can't remember his name.
Anyway, he's
Michael Bublé. There you go.
Okay, all right, you got me with him.
Yeah,
I like Michael Bublé. But you said you caught up on Gotham.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up.
Yeah, I wanted to hear your take on it.
I told you, like, I think you really have to eliminate.
You told me you didn't tell though.
Well, all right, here.
The 4 other people that listen.
All 6 of you. They say it was 11 listeners. People probably just listened to it twice, or the browser closed mid listen and like, shit, I gotta start over. Where was I? But anyway, like, I think you gotta watch Gotham in a vacuum. You gotta eliminate your whole. You can't go in here saying I know this, I know that, I know this, because I kind of agree. I really agree with how Wikipedia said it. It's a non-traditional telling of the stories of Gotham. So it's inspired, but this is going to be our whole take. Is in a secluded universe of its own. You know, Earth 3,999,000.2. Steven Tyler. like honestly, I just think the stories are good. What's his name? Robin Lord Taylor.
That's the Penguin. Yeah?
Penguin. Yeah,
okay.
He's been solid since.
He was always
season 1.
Yeah,
everybody
he was always
up.
pretty good in the show. So.
And the dude who played Edward Nygma finally.
Yeah, I heard he let him cut loose.
April 24th, when they come back from their mid-season finale. I mean, their mid-season break or whatever, their hiatus.
Yeah.
The first episode is how the Riddler got his name. That's the name. That's the name of the title episode.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm pretty sure you don't give a shit. So, spoilers to those who watch.
Nope. Spoil away.
He supposedly, air quotes, killed the Penguin.
Oh well, we know that's not true.
Yeah,
but you never know.
He put 2 bullets in him in his chest and dropped him in the river. So who knows?
Yeah, you never know with that show. Though.
So, but the whole thing is, when he walked off, he had the darn bowler hat. He had the green suit, both, and then they show scenes for next episodes. You got green question marks popping up everywhere now. Like, he's really embracing the whole Riddler thing now. So that's solid. The one that bothered me the most of the show was Gordon's girlfriend or wife, Barbara Keene.
Yeah.
Everybody like, that's supposed to be, Mrs. Gordon. How you get Batgirl and all? Nah.
What, wasn't she crazy? What happened?
She is fucking psycho. So it's like she's trying to be Harley Quinn, but not Harley Quinn. It seems like. I mean, It seems
just
like
just wait and introduce Harley Quinn.
That's the closest thing that they got.
They have Arkham Asylum in this show, yeah.
Yeah, and they got Blackgate.
Yeah, well, you got one. You
got what storming Blackgate prison.
That Warren Quincy Sharp.
But they had in season 2. I don't know if they killed him. Strange.
Hugo Strange. Yeah.
So, and he was pretty good.
Yeah, that was B.D. Wong, right?
Yeah.
That was a perfect guy to play Hugo Strange. They probably was just looking at pictures like B.D. Wong will look like Hugo Strange.
He was fucking hilarious in Focus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ironically, you got Hugo Strange, Deadshot, and Harley Quinn all in one movie. But I digress. But Gotham, again, if you watch it in a vacuum, it's been actually a good show. I'm still sticking to my 4-season prediction, mainly because I don't want to be wrong. It's a pride thing. But it was the past 2 episodes where they starting to embrace Cameron Monaghan as a Joker, Jerome Velasquez Joker.
I seen the trailer and I was just like, wow, this actually looks good.
It's one of them Jones where you're like, yo, his portrayal as a Joker is fucking awesome. Like, he has a thing now where, since they brought him back from the dead, he be in the middle of a sentence and he be like, still foggy up here. I was trying to say something. It'll come back to me. And then he just goes off on a tangent. Like, he was sitting there talking to the chick, the ME chick who Gordon was messing with, Tompkins.
I don't know if I stayed around that long.
All right.
I didn't get out of the first season. So.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
But the medical examiner, Tompkins, said she was messing with her, but Gordon killed her husband. So he's like, oh, you and Gordon still together? No, he killed my husband on my wedding day. He looked at her with a serious face and started busting out laughing like, damn, I missed a lot. Like,
wow.
She's like, I'm glad you find it hilarious. Let's go ahead and laugh it up. She's like, this is funny. And he said, what did he say to her? He said, last thing I remember, I was supposed to kill Bruce Wayne. I was about to kill him. Did I do that? Like, nah. I guess that's what I have to do now. It's going to keep bothering me until I get that done. That's the last thing I was supposed to be doing.
Why was he trying to kill Bruce Wayne?
He's like the poster boy. He's like,
oh, okay.
He hijacked like a one of those benefits where all the rich people were.
Yeah.
You know, Bruce Wayne was there, and he brought Bruce Wayne on stage. He's about to just sacrifice it for no reason. Just like he's the poster boy, Gotham's golden child or whatever.
Even as a kid, this guy, he acts more like Bruce Wayne and some adult Batman have, like George Clooney.
Even in this episode, though, like in the episode he's about to deal with him and Jerome had like a little face down, and like a split second, he hit the Batman voice. Like, you ain't gonna bother me no more. Oh shit! I know what you did there. But it was
that's gotta sound really funny. Like, how old is that kid anyway that plays Bruce Wayne?
Probably 16, 17 now.
17. But he's getting close.
And it's funny though, because everybody's talking. I guess he had a growth spurt over the season. Everybody, like, he went to the police station to talk to Bullock. Like, Jesus Christ, this guy's like a weed now. Look how tall he is. Like, he's up there. Like, he's like almost like eye level with Bullock. His dude's getting real tall.
Yeah.
And you know, they had the thing where they playing with the whole relationship between him and Selena Kyle. Ivy somehow got mutated into a grown girl.
Yeah.
Grown woman, excuse me.
So I've heard.
Yeah, I guess. But she is I like how they doing her little toying with plants type of thing. Mm-hmm. Where she knows what plants to combine that would release a pheromone that can make people do what she wants.
Oh, Jesus. They got poison ivy without actually having poison ivy.
I mean, they call her Ivy and all that shit, so it's like...
Her name was Pamela Isley, right?
Yeah. So, how they did it was, you know, she's almost like she's a botanist.
Okay.
So she knows, all right, I combine clove with honeysuckle and this... And you can put it on her skin, and she's like, yo, smell this right quick. And next thing you know, she had Alfred ready to try to...
Alfred was begging.
Yo, But again, if you watch the show in a vacuum, it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm not going to sit here... Like, if I sit there and try to tear it apart, or like, how are you doing this when you need him to have this? Yeah, it's all going to fall apart. It's going to fall apart.
It's not intentional either. It's just, this is what you know of
This is what you know.
And then that show is something completely different. I think that's why I stopped watching, because I was like, this show's not going to go anywhere for me.
I stopped watching, but then I heard they was going to have Azrael on it. So I figured, let me watch. I ended up didn't even watch the fucking episode.
That's not even enough to get me back in, even Azrael. But that trailer with Jerome, remember I texted you and it was like, wow, that looks really good.
But that's the whole thing. Even his episode in season 1 was everybody like, that was the best episode of the season.
Oh no, I watched that episode.
Yeah,
I did watch that.
He was fucking great. Yeah. And they just kept bringing him back.
They should have never killed him. I don't know why they did that. But
that's why they brought him back.
But since that whole Joker with the face statement thing, they have that. This works.
Yeah.
So,
and even in like season 2, when they broke out of Arkham, and
they started at such a young age.
They started the I mean, I guess they trying to say Jerome is like in his 20s.
I mean, the guy that plays him should be. Right?
Yeah, he's in his 20s. So that's what they're saying. Like, Bruce is still the young man, the young boy.
He's not that far behind. He's 16, 17. That'll work.
Yeah, so it was a scene where Joker and the Bull was sitting there trying to argue who's the leader of the gang.
I seen that.
He like, oh, okay. Yeah. He had the gun. He like, click. Yeah, your turn. Bow. Clicked again. He said, all right, my turn. Click. You want to do it? Like, no. All right, well, I'll do mine again. Click. Like, yo, this dude is really fucking crazy.
Yeah, that was awesome. I seen.
Yeah, and like that again. It was. I didn't like it at the time because it was like, is this dude the Joker? Like he's showing Joker tendencies, but they don't want to say he's the Joker.
Yeah, they should have just embraced it and been like, we're not saying he's the Joker, but I mean, you see what he does. And they should have just left it at that the entire time. But like I said, with the whole face stapling thing, they got
these past two episodes basically said he's the Joker without saying he's the Joker.
Oh yeah. He even put like the face paint on Bruce. Yeah, one of the trailer.
Like you even look on the container that they had in is two black eyes with ha 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 written in red, but in the shape of a smile, and like the H's form teeth, smiling. So that is all. It's like they're trying to say it's the Joker, but it's not the Joker. I'm kind of pissed. I have to wait until April to see what's going on.
It's only another February now, right?
A month and a half.
Yeah, you don't have that much time.
Yeah, I do.
It does suck that it kind of just Well, no, it's actually pretty good that they decided to take their break after everyone else, so you have shit to watch in the meantime.
Yeah, but I mean, I appreciate the show that they're taking a break for. I like to say I will watch it.
What show? 24?
24. Yo, dog, we got a black main character. Look, man. Look.
The 24 Legacy, right? That's what they're calling it.
Yeah. Yo, that dude.
Didn't the Bourne movie have a movie called Legacy?
Yeah.
And that was with someone else.
That was with
Jeremy Renner.
Yeah. The worst one. I ain't like it.
I tried to watch it like 4 times and just couldn't get past the woods. Just couldn't get past. That was the beginning of the movie. I couldn't do it.
I saw it once and I was drinking Evan Williams. That's bottom shelf. That's below Jim Beam. That's like Jim Beam's cousin.
His cousin twice removed.
No, that's just like his cousin who don't have a job and trying to do what Jim Beam is doing. But you know what?
It just doesn't work out.
Yeah, like I can't get in touch with you. It's like Jim Beam is the premium weed man, and Evan Williams the bull who just got Reggie stuff. So you're like, I can't get in touch with your cousin. I might as well just look. I'll give you some play.
People are now going to listen to this podcast and be like, man, this is completely different from last week's episode. Well, all of these are going to be different, and some of them will be drunk, and some of them we won't. And then most of them we will. Yeah, well, maybe next week. I'm not sure. You'll pick the... I'll get something next week. You pick the libations. I know we got the... I'm counting on it. The February 24th. Or the 24th, 25th, whatever, when we do the recording, I'm going to have my Lafroig Irish whiskey. Lafroig, do you say that with your pinky out?
No, you don't say anything Irish with your pinky out.
Oh, you're right.
Say it with your dukes up.
Dukes up.
Like I've been almost 4 or 5 months now. I've been waiting to have that whiskey. Oh, that's the whiskey you were telling me about. Yes. Okay. All right. Comes in a cart. It comes very nicely bottled and everything. I'm waiting for that.
That a dark whiskey? Yeah?
No. It's an Irish whiskey. So it's a little. It's a little lighter. Yeah. But they saying it got like a sea salt taste to it, and I'm like, yo, this. I don't know if I would. Sea salt taste. It's gotta be a little weird, man. No, because it's like takes the water like straight from the ocean, I think that it's on or whatever, or the body of water is on. Fucking great. Look, I don't watch so many YouTube videos about that distillery. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna go there and be telling them facts about it. like shit, I didn't know this place was founded in 1924. How the fuck did he know? Like, this black guy knows a lot about Irish whiskey. Look. Wait, Batfleck hanging up the cow? Is that a real thing? They were saying, is that the next move? Shit, I hope not. But I think if Justice League doesn't do well, we might get closer. Yeah, we might. I said from the start, I wanted Christian Bale to stay. Yeah, I think me personally, I think he was my favorite. He was my favorite Batman and Bruce Wayne. For those who like to make that distinction. Really, you don't think you don't like Batfleck more?
Most people do. I think he
I
makes
thought
a great.
Batfleck was good, but
Yeah, I think he makes a great Bruce Wayne and Batman.
he was a good, older, angrier, more cynical Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
I thought, Christian Bale was great as that. Because even when he was the Playboy, he did that thing that even in the Batman animated series where when he's Bruce Wayne, he's kind of aloof.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I know, I know what's going on, but I don't know what's going on. Yeah. You know, he's falling asleep in meetings. He's jumping in water fountains with models.
Yeah.
Buying hotels and shit. Like,
yeah.
Doing stuff like that. That's why I thought that was a pretty good.
We'll put some tables together. You sure that'll be okay?
I own the place. Like,
I think it will. I own the place.
So what he told me, like, yo, you know, I grew up here. I feel turned out fine. He like, is Wayne Manor in the jurisdiction? The Palisades? Yeah, man. You better know your districts if you're going to be mayor.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. Like, that was the prime example of how he had that duality of Bruce Wayne for the public and who Bruce Wayne really was when he landed in the helicopter in The Dark Knight. He landed in the helicopter, gave his little speech, and he still had the champagne. But then he went out on the balcony and just tossed the champagne off the balcony. Yeah. He's like, all right, man, look, I did my show. I did my song and dance. I got other shit to worry about.
Yeah.
And it just so happens the thing he's worried about shows up at his front door. Like,
good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
I
was just like, oh shit.
I love the story that they said Michael Caine forgot his lines the first time. No, because I think they said that was his first time seeing Heath Ledger in his Joker makeup.
Oh shit!
And
he was just speechless.
He's like, "Holy shit!" Like, this dude. And my favorite part of that whole scene though is when he had the shrimp. And he's like, "The old head was like, we're not afraid of you." He did the Joker. He looked down, looked at him in his eyes, like, "You looks like somebody I know."
You remind me of my father.
I hated my father.
And that's when Maggie Gyllenhaal steps in. Okay, that's enough.
Yo, he sit there, he gonna lick his hand.
Yeah, and try to wipe that, whatever the fuck that is back, his hair.
Doug. Again, like, I think that was, he was the only person to win an Oscar for, like, a comic book movie. But
it's probably gonna stay that way for a long time, too.
And I honestly think that goes to what Christopher Nolan did as a director, which is why he's one of my favorite directors. Like, he made a comic book movie, but then he made a film at the same fucking time.
And that's really hard to do. The only people I know that did something close to that was the Russo brothers with The Winter Soldier.
Yeah, that was a political thriller right there. But Christopher Nolan did it through over 3 movies, and it was just like, damn, like, this boy, and all of it, he's still one of those people who want to film on film. Bless his soul. But that fucking Dark Knight that is a cinematic masterpiece. Like, what you gonna say? What Kevin Smith say about we say Civil War? Was it Civil War? He said that shit was a film.
Yeah, it was a good film.
He said that shit wasn't a movie. That was a film, and that's what it was good. You know, and that's. I could still watch I could put Dark Knight on now.
Yeah.
And watch it like, yo, watch it like I've never seen it before.
It stands the test of time. Like, anytime it comes on, I'll flip to whatever part it's
Even
in
if
and
it's
watch
on
it.
TNT, I will still watch it.
It's still good. Because it has that PG-13 rating, so they won't cut anything out of it.
Yeah.
They don't have to. It's still a fantastic movie that way. But, I mean, if Ben Affleck does drop, like, that's going to be a pretty hard blow to them. And I'm hoping he sticks with it, even though he's not going to direct the Batman movie. I don't think it's that big of a deal. The movie can still be great. They can still fix the universe and any problems that they have with it. But hanging up the cow, man, that'd be rough for DC and Warner Brothers.
Look, I mean, I think it's because the shit gets stuck in development so much.
Yeah,
people get tired of it. Like, Ben Affleck put 2 movies out last year.
Yeah.
He put the accountant in. I know something else came out, and Witcher-Con comes
last year, Batman v Superman was out last year as well.
Yeah, so you got that.
On top of whatever else he did.
And then Witcher-Con came out this year, that gangster movie or whatever it is he got.
Oh, yeah, that did come out. And Justice League comes out this year. Jeez, yeah. It's got to be... And it's funny because you see those guys in Marvel, a lot of them don't do that many other movies when they're filming a Marvel movie. That might just be Marvel being like, you got to do what we're doing when we do it.
It's probably because they got they probably got priority over scheduling.
Yeah.
But to combat that, they said Benedict Cumberbatch is having a stand-in for the Infinity Wars because of his schedule is so hectic. But the thing is, they knew that
going into
when they signed him to do the first Doctor Strange movie. Like, that was one of the things where they was thinking. He was worried that he wouldn't have been able to do the role because of his schedule. Yeah. So, I don't know. Like, I mean, because you think Witcher-Con's filming back-to-back. I mean, at the same time, basically. Infinity War 1 and Black Panther.
Yeah.
So, it's like Chadwick Boseman is going
back and forth.
Maybe he does his one scene on Infinity War, then he just goes back.
Yeah.
But then again, is Captain America going to be in Black Panther? Or is Bucky going to be in Black Panther?
But see, and the funny thing about that is, since they're filming at the same time, you never fucking know what they're going to do now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and that's the whole thing. Like,
they could be like, all right, for these 2 months, you'll be here filming fucking Infinity War, then we're going to fly out fucking...
I think they all doing it in Atlanta.
That's even better. If they're all doing it in the same spot.
Yeah.
That's even better. And then that way you would... There's so many people in the Avengers Infinity War... You just never know who will show up in Black. Of course, they're only going to put people in that will be relevant to the story.
They're only putting black people in Black Panther this year, dog.
Well, hashtag Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, right.
But like you'll never know what other superheroes. You know, what would be really cool if fuck it, it's all black cast. Put the Falcon in there. I kind of wish War Machine didn't break his back. Put War Machine in there.
We got to figure out how they fit in, right?
Fuck, like, who cares?
that movie's gonna be so black.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Black excellence.
Yes. And Disney, and like the meme said, leave it up to Disney to show you what an African prince look like.
Yeah, right.
Like the Black Panther had one of the best lines in Civil War. He said, "I was a warrior in my country, but now because you killed my father, I'm now king. Now I'm gonna ask you." As a warrior and king, how are you going to keep your friend away from me?
He was such a badass in that movie. Like, to have an origin told inside of a movie, and it was contained, and it was just well focused. And then, like, I don't want to talk about this movie every fucking week. But that movie was so good.
I don't watch it like 4 or 5 times.
So did I. I don't know how people... You can find things wrong with any movie. But, like... It was just so good. Like, they handled all the characters well. Something that other movies have a problem doing when they have a bunch of big names in a movie. They had a bunch of big names, and they were just like, don't worry, we got this.
But it's the Russo brothers. You know what it is, though? The Russo brothers know how to handle, like, comedy and action. Because that one scene where Captain America's side is getting together with Paul Rudd, I'm sorry, unless I see a script, I believe that whole part was improvised by Paul Rudd. Because everybody does the same thing when they first see Chris Evans.
Like, wow.
Like, Jesus Christ. They all reach to grab his arm like, God damn, dog. Yeah. Like, all right. He says, thanks, Captain America. You look back at Scarlet. You look back at, what's her name?
Scarlet Witch, right?
Yeah.
I know you. You're great.
Yeah, you're great. Like, oh, what's up, guy? Like, look, look here, Tic Tac. It was a one-time thing.
It'll never happen again. And I'm like, yeah, he beat your ass, man.
And I say this every time. I still want a Bucky and Falcon movie.
Oh.
Give me a Sam and Bucky movie.
Bucky and Falcon versus Spider-Man was one of the shining stars.
Like he said, what the hell is that? Everybody's got a gimmick nowadays.
Like, yeah.
Duh. He said, this stuff's coming out of you? Like, he really looked disgusted. Like, yo, this coming out of you, man?
I don't know how many fights you've been in, but it's not normally this much talking.
Like, yo, And then again, the one part they sitting in the car and they both had the same my man.
Yeah, my man.
And it's messed up. It's like, well, he waited like 90 years to make a move on a chick or something. Like,
well, you know, one chick is gone. Well, I mean, even still, she was
it
like
was
it was too late.
It was 2 lifetimes, dog.
Yeah,
basically. Like, it's a Bucky's whole lifetime, and then Sam. Like, dog, I'm fine. Oh, we've been telling you to make a move on this chick for I don't know how long. But that's another running gag that's been going through the Captain America movies. His awkwardness with women. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Remember in not Civil War, Winter Soldier. The whole time, trying to fix him up. Black Widow was trying to fix him up. Like, what about such and such an accountant? You know, with the one with the lip ring? Yeah, I'm not ready for that.
Yeah, not ready for that. There's no such thing as lip rings where he came from.
Like, that's a little too much. That's out of my league.
Yeah. What else we got here? Black Lightning. You know who that is? Am I wrong for not knowing who Black Lightning is? He was in Crisis on 2 Earths, right?
He was in that, and he was in whatchamacallit.
Oh,
he was in Young Justice.
I thought that was Static Shock.
No, Static Shock was in it, but no.
Oh no!
Remember when they got took over?
Yeah, I know. Okay, gotcha. I know you're talking about.
But they said the show was going to be about him and like his 4 daughters.
Yeah,
and like he's a teacher who retired from being a superhero, but seeing the shit going on around his neighborhood, he comes out of retirement, sort of.
Ooh, sounds good.
You know, and he's black. So
Black Lightning.
Yeah, look, dog.
My lightning sound effect.
Look, dog. I'm looking forward to see what it was like. They said Fox passed up on that.
They said that they were probably going to pull that into the CW.
Yeah, CW picked it up today.
Oh,
they actually ordered the pilot.
Awesome.
So they were saying Fox passed on it, and they was like, well, maybe the CW can
pass on Black Lightning. Yeah. But take Gotham.
Look, but they were saying they got too many. They're focusing on, like, they got a lot of comic book shows in development though. Legion comes out, I think, this month.
That's FX though.
It's still under the Fox brand.
Fox brand. Okay.
And then they have another X-Men actual show coming out.
Oh, I forgot that they ordered that. Jeez, it's too much.
Like, speaking of shows in development, I tried to Google it. TNT hasn't said shit about Titans for 2 years.
I don't think they want it. I don't know why.
I don't think they're going to have it either, but still. Like,
I was really hoping to have that show and Colton Haynes go over there.
Like, my dream of Blue Beetle being on the screen seems to be not going to happen. Like, honestly, the one reason why I kept watching Legends, because I figured in a roundabout way, you're going to have to bring Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
Like, you're messing with time. When you got time, you're going to deal with, like, Time Cops, which can bring you to Booster Gold, which can bring you to Ted Cord. Then eventually you got to bring in the Scarab Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
I mean, look, that's, I don't know how I became obsessed with Blue Beetle. This be before I even seen him on Young Justice. It was like, when they did the New 52, I got the whole run of Blue Beetle, Jaime Reyes. And then turns out he was on Young Justice season 2 with the new squad. I'm like, yo, that's I don't know, the way Blue Beetle, the way I am with Spider-Man with Marvel is the way I am with Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
Like, everybody would say, oh, Spider-Man. I mean, they got Batman, Superman. Who's your favorite DC character? Blue Beetle. Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, most people are like, oh. especially not the first Blue Beetle. This motherfucker didn't have
like, I had a Blue Beetle t-shirt, and that's a weird Spider-Man shirt. It's not Spider-Man, it's Blue Beetle. Who the fuck is Blue Beetle? Like, seriously?
Yeah, he was one of the one-off characters in Smallville.
Like, did you
gotta know?
Oh my god! See, that's another reason why I want him on TV.
They want him done right this time.
Yes, that Blue Beetle was horrible. He looked like a Beetleborg.
Yeah, he really did look like a Beetleborg.
If
you don't know what Beetleborgs are,
and
Google it.
You know, shout out to a faithful listener, Maud. She made me watch that episode of Smallville. That like I stopped watching Smallville around that time, but I was telling her about my obsession with Blue Beetle, and she's like, "Yo, watch the episode. Him and Booster
I
Gold
was
was
gonna say
on.
Booster Gold was on there too. Wasn't he like a pair of sunglasses or something?
It was all Booster Gold, and he made Skeets as a Bluetooth.
Yeah, that's what it was. Ugh. Yeah, nasty.
Was that season 10?
It was 10 seasons.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that shit went on forever, and just got worse.
And he didn't fly into like season 10 or some shit like that.
Oh my goodness. His outfit was ridiculous. Last thing you got down here, the Royal Rumble.
All right, main roster sucks. It's all about NXT. I'm just gonna leave it at that. For like the last 2 years, excuse me, I'm burping. That's booze. Excuse me. For the last 2 years. Now this is way off topic. If you can see are you shaking, Doug? You really like shaking the?
Oh, my bad. It's my leg. I got this whole restless leg thing. I don't know.
You got the Jimmy leg. You shaking the whole fucking table and shit, Doug.
Well, that's because my arm was resting on the table. I'm vibrating my body. Transference of energy. I give that power to you.
I'm good, Doug. As I was saying, if I was so shakingly interrupted, nigga. But no, like the last 2 years, NXT has been on point. Now, this is for people who don't give a shit about wrestling. You can probably turn it off now. We'll see y'all next week. But I had to, I have to say this because the main roster of WWE sucks. Like having Roman Reigns come out as number 30 in the Royal Rumble, submitted that.
Dumb.
Having John Cena win the title for the 16th time, submitted that. I haven't watched wrestling since the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I haven't either.
And I'm probably not going to watch it until the Elimination Chamber.
What?
That's how much I don't give a fuck about it.
So my biggest problem coming out of SmackDown, the SmackDown side of things, is that promo that John Cena cut, right? My God,
when?
before the Rumble, the SmackDown before the Rumble, when him and AJ Styles. Okay, well he cut a promo, and my God, did he lay into AJ Styles? He called him just a guy. He said that he was like that. Cena wasn't made for the Indies. He was built for WWE, which is true. Just look at how he wrestles. Saying all these things, and he kind of just like put AJ down. And I'm like, all right, AJ didn't even interrupt him, didn't stop him. I think he making AJ Styles look like a bit of a bitch. So, and then you have him lose at the Rumble. Dude, what the fuck?
But we all know it's one of those things where we know who's the better wrestler. Anybody who watches wrestling,
yeah. I just hate to see it.
It's one of those things where if there was a world Hall of Fame where everybody will want to get into that instead of,
I'm not even sure he would get in.
Who?
John Cena.
That's what I'm saying. If there was a World Hall of Fame instead of the WWE Hall of Fame, would everybody want to get in?
Yeah.
Which I think is just some made up shit. That's like if we made our own awards.
Yeah, we can make our own Hall of Fame right now.
Exactly.
I'll induct you and you'll be number one.
Thank you. I have no inauguration speech.
Don't worry about it.
I just pass out dollar bottles of liquor from New Jersey. But that's just the whole thing. Like AJ Styles is a 10 times better wrestler. Every big wrestler John Cena went up against, it's like they kind of had to carry him. Daniel Bryan, fucking CM Punk, AJ Styles. John Cena can't fucking wrestle. How do you be wrestling for almost 15 years and then decide to learn a new move?
Yeah, that's him.
And it's like he's not even entertaining. The Rock don't do many moves, but he's entertaining when he wrestles.
John Cena, you get the same thing from him, and then it's just like, oh, now you want to put out.
Yeah, and it's like when you watch John Cena wrestle, it's almost like the match about to end. I'm done. And that's how it was when he won the title. I was like, I officially checked out.
Yeah, I did too.
Of the event. Only time I got hyped was at number 10.
Oh yeah, Ty Dillinger. Saving grace in the Royal Rumble, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like I mean I like the fact that he brought that to the forefront, the whole indie thing and stuff like that. And I'm just like, no, you are absolutely right. Anybody that watches anything from Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro, or any of the other indie circuits that aren't televised in every area like those are, they'll know like what could you do against half of these guys?
Yeah.
You know, they would have to carry you through half of these matches, or they would have to have a WWE style match. And sometimes WWE can put on fantastic matches that are true, but then sometimes you watch Raw and you get a Raw match, and you just be like, "What the fuck, dude? It was 2 minutes of nothing."
And that's just the whole
and you got
thing.
a 3-hour program with 2 minutes of nothing.
That's the whole thing. Raw don't even focus on the cruiserweights the way they should.
Well, but the cruiserweights got their own show.
They got their own show, then don't have them on Raw.
Man, I can't tell you how many times I said that.
Then don't have them on Raw.
What's the point of having them on Raw? And I thought, oh my goodness.
Because if again, I kept saying, I want them to go sign Ricochet, but if you're going to keep fucking up the cruiserweights the way you do,
don't sign Ricochet.
Please, Ricochet, go to New Japan Pro.
Yeah, just go to New Japan Pro. It'll be better than and I know they have to do this because it's their brand, but they make it seem like WWE is the end all be all of wrestling. When you can look at somebody like Cody Rhodes who left and is making a name for himself everywhere else besides WWE, where he wasn't a champion, where he wasn't a star in WWE, but he had the talent.
Yeah. I actually read somewhere that they were saying New Japan Pro is trying to position themselves.
They are, yeah.
To be the actual competition, where they're actually starting to tour in the States
now. In the States, yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
So it's like, there you go. Because they got the was it Kenny Omega? That was actually a good match, too. The Kenny Omega and Okada, was it?
Yeah, that was. I seen that.
That was a good match. It was like a fucking hour match.
It was like an hour. Great match. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to go to WWE for it to be the end all of your career. Like, if you eventually want to go there, great. I'm not telling you not to, but I'm just like, that's not all there is to it. You don't have to go there to submit your career. Like, that's not like the NFL of wrestling.
And that's the whole thing. AJ Styles, the only reason he was saying he left was because it was something he wanted to knock off his list.
Exactly.
But also he wanted to be back in the States.
Yeah.
Because you got your family's in Georgia.
Yeah.
And you're in Japan.
Yeah.
So it's like, that would be a problem.
Yeah.
New Japan Pro was something like, as bigger than Ring of Honor and stateside,
I don't think he ever would have left.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if they were stateside, I don't think he ever would have left.
Exactly, because honestly, I think within a year, Will Ospreay is going to be in the WWE.
Yeah, and as long as they go to like NXT or he sticks to like the cruiserweight division, I think it'll be fine. Because 205 Live is like an extension of SmackDown, which is fine. SmackDown's brand is cool, except though what they did with John Cena. It's cool, but I mean, once again, that's probably just Cena just doing his Cena thing. Like, nope. 16 times, I want it. I'm back from whatever surgery I had. I want the belt again. So I'm back. I'm John Cena. I'm getting a title shot. I don't have to wrestle anyone for a number one contendership, even though there was somebody under Dean Ambrose, and it doesn't matter.
That was John Cena.
Yeah, I'm John Cena. I'm gonna take my title shot, and he's like, and then he had the audacity to say, "I've been holding this place down for 15 years, and you've been hot for 6 months." And I'm like, no, he's been hot in WWE for 6 months. And not only that, you can't just say that. Since he came in, because the crowd was deafening at the Royal Rumble when he came out. When the last time you got a pop like that, John?
Yeah.
It doesn't happen. And I'm speaking directly to your character, not to him as a person, but to his character. Like, when's the last time you got a pop like that? When? Yeah. You don't get pops like that anymore. Like, and he's a heel, and when he comes out, he still gets a bigger pop than you do, and that's because people like him. He's just he's a good guy who plays a really good heel, and is good in the ring.
I don't want to cut you off. This is gonna have to be a
whole other podcast in itself.
Yeah, because we could sit here going for another hour and a half or whatnot. Yeah. But thank everybody who's going to listen tonight, whenever you decide to tune in. Rel, you taking post production duties again this week?
I will take post production duties again. Please like, subscribe, and share on anything that you watch this on.
Oh, you that guy?
I'm that guy.
Yeah,
that's the only way to get to more people.
I'll leave the shameless plugging up to you.
Please, this video will be posted on YouTube.com through the Fanboy Lair. Also, you can check it out on the fanboylair.wordpress.com. Also on SoundCloud at the Fanboy Lair podcast. So please
also
check us out.
I've been wanting to quick PS. I've been wanting to think. I was talking to Teresa about trying to. I was thinking about writing another article.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of those things where I get that point where now as a society we always worry about trying to get something out first.
Yeah.
And honestly, I got to that point where I was going to write something about the Runaways or even this Cloak and Dagger, right?
Yeah.
But it's like by the time I write the article, everybody done got it from different avenues. It's almost like, what's the point? So, my question, should I still like write something, or just say fuck it? Because that's my whole thing. Like I want to practice writing more, but it's like I don't want to write something and just be redundant.
Well, for something like that, like normally, and whenever I do post anything like that, I kind of just like I read what Marvel wrote, summarize it, throw a quote in there, and then post that. And it's like short. It's not much because there's not much information. But like if I want like I don't know if you checked it out, but I put a Nintendo Switch article up, and it's long as shit because I go over everything that we learned about the Switch from the presentation, and then after the presentation from the website and other sources, the Treehouse event the next day, and I put that out 3 days later or 4 days later or something like that, just to get my thoughts out there. So, but yeah, I would still anything that you got, man.
All right, I mean,
just put it out there. It don't matter when. Fuck it,
because
because you might offer a perspective on something that someone else hasn't seen yet.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. It's just honestly, it's one of those joints. Like I figure, like
we'll get quicker
by the time I get it out. No, it's not even that. Like we see something on comicbook.com or whatever, then Movie Pilot, and then another comic book joint that'll pop up on Facebook. You're like, yo, by the time I post something, like, yo, I just read the same story for four sites ago.
Yeah.
So that's again, it's like our whole thing of trying to get stuff out first or be fast. It's still something I'm toying with, or just it's still a confidence issue, but whatever.
Nah, but, look, man, your name's not attached to it, so to speak.
Yeah, well,
but, I mean, we can tell who posted it.
Yeah, well, Doug, I send all the articles to you, and you do the website shit.
Yeah, hey, look, man, if you type something up, send it to me. Like I'm gonna do one once I stop being lazy. I'll probably set it tomorrow on gimmicks. Because gimmicks are a big thing in the gaming industry, and people seem to love them. And I'm just like, what gimmick has stuck? So I'm gonna just write an article about that. There's no gimmick has stuck, and you think VR will? It won't. I'm telling you, it will not.
I got the 28th of this month is when I'm done my term.
Yeah.
And this term's been like a lot of writing. Yeah. Like I still gotta write like another 10 pages for this screenplay and shit. So
yeah. I'm trying to get all this good shit in before I end up back in school. So
yeah, see, that's the whole thing. I think this is my last year of school, so I got it. This is all the major stuff. So yeah, but we'll catch you guys next week. Posting maybe next Sunday, next Monday.
Yeah, same. We'll do the same thing. We'll record sometime, and by the time mind you guys, we record very late Saturday nights.
Well, maybe next week we at your spot, so it might be a little earlier.
Okay, yeah, we might be able to do a little earlier, but it's still going to be Sunday night, Monday morning, as always. So look for it around then, or hit that notification button on YouTube, and you'll know when it's up, and you can listen in. Yeah,
there you go. And as he said, all the plugs were all put out, like, subscribe, and all that shit.
Yeah. All right,
y'all. Peace.
See ya.